was a long time I wanted to do this video to tell you, my friend, what has been going on in my life over the past month. You might have noticed that I haven't been there as often as I used to in the past, and this is a condition that brings me to elaborate several conclusions or considerations on how this magical world of communication, of videos, of YouTube works. Because The Smiling Diplomat, my channel, was born in a time in which I was having another kind of life, completely different kind of life, a life in which I was very active because of the nature of my profession of diplomat, and in my charge of Consul General of Italy in Mumbai, which is an amazing city with a lot of energy, very vibrant, with a social, incredible life, and people that are absolutely amazing and that are there in the bottom of my heart forever. I will never forget those 3 years in Mumbai. These 3 years in Mumbai have been, I always say now, every time I have to tell about that experience, that the 3 years in Mumbai have simply been the most beautiful years of my entire life, because all of the emotions, sensations, all of the work I have also been doing with myself to understand, to better understand myself, to improve myself, have been possible thanks to that amazing condition I have been lucky enough to live in India, and in Mumbai in particular, because before Mumbai I spent 5 years in Delhi, but Mumbai has given me so much in terms of life, because I was also kind of a public figure there, so many doors were kind of open for me, and these have really allowed me to better understand also India, the Indian society, and to actually to understand the fact that for me India was really an essential page of my life, as if someone had decided that to become the real man I am, the real person I am, the real professional I am, with all of my limitations, with all of my positive aspects, but also negative aspects, the ones I'm trying to work on, you know, as if someone told me, no, you have to go there because that's the place that is going to help you grow. And this has happened, and it's a matter of fact that my channel, The Smiling Diplomat, have been growing a lot in India because I had many things to say. This was the main part of the main objective of The Smiling Diplomat. Actually, it was born just like this. I remember it was a morning. I was there in my room, and I was trying to understand how to call this channel, and this is when I decided I wanted to call it The Smiling Diplomat. Buongiorno, ciao, come stai? Vi faccio una passeggiata. So I just met with the guy that lives here. This is the place I love the most on earth. It's in the province of Parma. Look at the ships. And this is where I always come, because it's the only place I have been knowing all of my life. Because my father also was a diplomat, so I used to live abroad also as a kid. But this was, look at the ships. This was the only place where we used to come every summer to meet with the family, the cousins. So this is kind of same kind of place as Mumbai in terms of my growing as a human being, but much more rooted, because it's the place I know since I was born, practically. So as I was saying, Mumbai has played an amazing role in my life, but I was also saying that this channel I have created, The Smiling Diplomat, that was born just like this, you know. One morning I was there laying on the sofa in my house. It was a Sunday, a Saturday, I don't know, and I was willing to open this channel. I didn't know how to call it, and since there is a very nice book written by an Italian diplomat called Daniele Varè, that served our country early 20th century. Whoa. And he called his diaries Diplomatico Sorridente, so the smiling diplomat. This is why I had this idea of calling my channel in the same way. And since then, this channel has become kind of the mirror, you know, of my growing, of my activity there as Consul General. And I'm very happy that, I mean, you, my dear friend, have decided to stop over and watch the channel, or you even subscribed. I mean, now I have something like 3,000, I don't know, 200 subscribers, which is a lot for me, you know, it's a lot for a diplomat, because it's very difficult to communicate diplomacy. And I try to do that through my passion, which is video editing. And I am very happy that if you subscribed, it means that you loved my project, you loved what I was doing, you loved the way I was trying to narrate, you know, diplomacy, and how it can become a very important tool in the hands of whoever does this beautiful job in order to foster and to grow the bilateral relations with other countries. So this is the reason why I decided to open that channel a couple of years back. And then, of course, my Mumbai experience finished, and deep inside I knew that this would have also affected my creativity through the channel. And it's a matter of fact that since I arrived in Rome 6 months ago in July, I haven't published that much, because I understood that when you create videos and when you have this passion, this hobby, what you need is motivation, is inspiration more than motivation, because motivation is always there. It's the inspirational process that needs to be fed, you know. And in my new life this doesn't happen, so, which is not a necessarily negative aspect. It's a consideration. It's a matter of fact. It's a new activity, it's a new job that I love very much, though, but that doesn't give me the chance of having ideas, and most of all, give me time to transform those ideas into projects, into videos. So this is very sad for me, of course. This is why I wanted to do this video now in this beautiful place, which I always visit when I come here. You are witnessing now the beginning of my 10 kilometers walk I do every day when I come in this fantastic place in the province of Parma. And so it was important for me to talk to you, to let you know what was going on, even though maybe you don't care at all, but it's important for me, you know. It's important for me, especially because I have noticed that even if I'm not publishing anything, followers are still coming. So maybe I have created already kind of a strong archive in which you might find interesting contents. Very difficult talking about contents, because well, in this past month what I have been doing is to study a little bit. I have been following a couple of guys, YouTubers, that talk about YouTube, about videos, and they talk about people over 40 willing to address the world through YouTube. I have two guys in particular I'm following. One is Kevin Colby, the other one is Rob the Maritimer. They are both in America, one in the States and the other one in Canada. I'm in Italy, but I very much recognize myself in what they say. And yes, of course I am over 40, but I don't need them to convince me how magical this world is, because I know that already. But nevertheless, I follow what they say because it's very inspirational. What I very much agree on about what they both say is the fact that in order to be followed with a growing path, you need to be discussing about possibly one single topic, you know, to create your niche, as they call it. And in my case, it's very difficult to create a single niche, because being a diplomat, I have many things I can talk about, so it's difficult for me to concentrate on only one niche, you know. But actually, I don't care very much about being followed, you know, about followers. I need what I really care of is the power of what I can say through that beautiful instrument. This is a very magical place because this is where we stop to write under these stones messages. Let's see if, yeah, we put the date when we walk here with the daughters. Yeah, here now it's hardly readable, but I just wanted to come here and say hello to my stones. Okay, let's keep on going in my beautiful wood. So yeah, the niche. So the niche is important. I don't care. What I want you to know, my friend, is that I am very, very grateful for the fact you are following me, and it's actually very, very interesting because when I was in Mumbai at the end, this YouTube channel was so popular among, of course, my community there, that even in official events in which I had to deliver speeches or take the floor, I would often be introduced as Alessandro De Masi, my name, the smiling diplomat. So this means that I created kind of a brand, and this makes me really very happy. I don't think it's quite a common kind of phenomenon in diplomacy, but in my case it worked. It worked because it helped to bridge the gap of perception, let's say, between our two countries and between Italy and India, and it definitely played a role. I don't know how much impactful, but it played a role, and this is for me already a very satisfying kind of result. So I don't know what will happen to this channel. It will need to be transformed into something else. I don't know into what. Into maybe something, into a platform in which I can do and deliver this kind of video messages, in which I discuss about my personal growth as a human being also. I don't want to stick it too much only on diplomacy, you know, because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. And I am pretty convinced that being a YouTuber, no, I'm not a YouTuber, I don't consider myself a YouTuber because my channel is still too little, too small, but working on videos and having this huge opportunity of YouTube hosting your videos, also in the perspective of the future. I was thinking the other day about the fact that my kids will always have something of me, you know, there online, ready to be seen, like when we were kids, and once in a while our parents would project those muted kind of Super 8 videos, you remember, with the rolls that you needed to hire, to rent, and but that were magical, you know, seeing yourself as a baby with those kind of blurred images that maybe would even burn was really incredible. Well, now everything is there, ready to be consumed, to be served, but as a memory for a family, I think it's very important. So this is the message I really wanted to provide you with all, because I love you, even if I don't know you, but I love you all for the same fact of being here. I can imagine that at this point of the video there will be maybe 1 or 2 persons watching it, and these 1 or 2 persons might be my mother and my brother. That's it. But look at this. This is the place I always come and walk. It's a beautiful, beautiful wood. It's a beautiful forest. I mean, I will not go that far because it's very cold and I have to leave today. I have to go back to Rome, and the light, I think, is not now perfect. So this is the message I really wanted to deliver, and If you have any idea on what I could do, what I should do in this new existence of mine, please use the comments below and write whatever ideas you might have. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is what I am doing now as a job. So you know that diplomats go abroad, but their main headquarters are the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in their capitals. So in my case, it's the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Italy, of the government of Italy, in Rome. It's a beautiful, actually, building. It's the second largest building of Italy after the Reggia di Caserta. So I work at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I deal with integrated promotion. Integrated promotion is a new trend of action of the Foreign Service of Italy, of the international cooperation of Italy, that consists in creating materials, products, projects together with the private sector, also with many kind of stakeholders, both from the private and the public sector, and send them to our embassies and consulates and cultural institutes, not to mention the trade agency offices we have all around the world. We're talking about something less than 400 offices all over the world, so that they can take advantage of those products that are exhibitions, videos, and many other things, to give also an aesthetical added value to whatever kind of promotional activity we do in the world, to promote our business, our economy, the growth of our country. It's a matter of fact that the hashtag of this new line of action is diplomacy of growth, and we deal with science, with culture, with space, with constructions, with cuisine, with design. I mean, many things that we organize, we create, and we send to the network of our embassies and consulates and cultural institutes all over the world. So it's brand new. I don't believe there is any other country doing that so far. If there is, and if you are a foreign diplomat of another country and you do something like this, write it down in the comment. And so it's very interesting. Actually, it's exactly what I used to do in Mumbai, but I would do it only in Mumbai. Now I do it for the entire world, and I am also responsible for the management of the funds that we give to our embassies in order and to all of our offices abroad in order to organize these promotional events. So as you see, it's a very interesting and original kind of activity. Very proud of it. It's very time consuming, actually, so this is another reason why I don't have all of that time to do videos. But I really need inspiration. To get inspiration, I need people around me. Even though you are not people physically around me, you are people around my life, because you subscribe to my channel, or you are watching this video, you might consider subscribing now. And so you are part of my life, you are part of my community, you are the community I love, by the way. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for following this very bizarre smiling diplomat that keeps on saying bizarre things about a bizarre profession, which is diplomacy, but it's a very fascinating one, because it allows you to really get to know countries in the best possible way. And so thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for all the advices you might give me in this moment of confusion in terms of creativity that I am facing, that I have been talking you about. And if you can by any chance give me a hand finding a new key of observation that could be transformed into videos to publish in my channel, I would be eternally grateful to you. So thank you so much for having reached this point of the long video you are watching. Thank you so much for being who you are. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching me. Like this video, share it, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and see you in the next one. Ciao! Panic. I ended the video with these stupid kind of things, and I realized I had lost my glasses. So I have been walking from that end where I ended the video, like trying to look here on the ground without being able to see that well where the glasses were, and just at the end, before going back, here they are. It's like if I had seen a miracle happening in my life. Can you imagine how miserable my day would have been without that? See you next time.